side by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now Burrow on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shoot.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. D.J. Waddle in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dive. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow. And this one complete to Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They go play action with Burrow. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's going to float this one deep right side. They've got his man complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for L.A. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Herbert. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting a little time. They'll try to run this one in. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Oh, what a move. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Burrow on play action. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at the 43. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester. That's for sure.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position back.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Breaks through the contact. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
7 yards, the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Herbert. They finds his target, Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with,
and the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second and goal. Burrow flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, he's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Herbert has it knocked free, but a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, it's Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And they go play action now. Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he'll be out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
McCann for the point after.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 24, Vikings 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play action. It's Burrow. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass.
He's going to get this one down to Cook.
That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
There you go. There you go. Ready? Stop.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Herbert now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And this one nearly picked off. Yeah, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Herbert back to the air. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception.
Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
It's a room to maneuver.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow gets this one to Hill. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 36. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
73 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson
with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. First down, here's the run with Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
47-yard line.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by D.J. Waddle. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Herbert.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touch.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Herbert.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third.
Herbert to throw.
And he will slide down with a good gain. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Now Burrow.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition, Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call. But when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Danielle Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Second and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, he's going to air one out. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.